So at this point in my life, I'm 26. When I was younger, I would have said that physical fitness was all that really mattered. And so now, maturing into my career and knowing a lot more about myself, being mentally fit is more important than being physically fit. Being mentally fit is not feeling like I'm carrying the dumbbells in my mind around. It's being free of that and feeling like I can think about anything and it doesn't really matter. So training in a space that makes you feel good, it depends on the individual, I guess, and it depends what you're doing at the same time. Some people like to go down and play some street hoops or go to their local gym, something like that. It is really important to find that space that makes you feel happy, and there's no one person that can say, this is what will make you happy. You have to find that for yourself, and don't be satisfied just doing exercise because you think you have to. You need to find a place that makes you feel happy and makes you feel fit, both physically and mentally. More important than the smile on the outside is definitely the smile on the inside. A lot of the things that I do is to make other people happy and make other people laugh, and in turn that makes me really happy as well. So doing a slip and slide through the change rooms or getting up and doing impersonations in front of the group, things like that. I love seeing other people laugh and making other people happy, and I'm not afraid to put myself out there and make myself look like a bit of a fool sometimes because, yeah, it makes me happy in turn. It's really important for me to take that time away and to think about the awesome holiday that I'm going to have at the end of the year, or to think about the stupid invention that, you know, might heat my socks or something like that. So it's, yeah, it's very important for me just to free my mind. So when I was in New York at the end of last year, everyone's right into these skinny leg jeans and they tend to show off your ankles a bit. So I thought about an inner sole for your shoe that you could either heat up or cool down. And and it's like a puffy bit of fabric, so whenever you press down on it, hot air or cool air puffs out the bottom of your shoes, and then you get some nice warm or cold ankles, and you can still show them off to the world. Because it's such a elite environment where you always need to improve and you always need to get better, sometimes we don't necessarily focus on the good that we do, and it's always on, I've got to get better at this, this and this. But really, at times, what you do well is more important than what you're not. So you need to focus on those positive aspects and know when to put that aside, put the key in the door at home and go, I'm relaxed now, this is my life outside of football. I've been a lot through Asia when I was a lot younger, because from Perth it's pretty close. Last year I went to the States. We did about 3 months there and road tripped around and saw some really cool things. At the end of the year, we've got a Europe trip planned, so we're going to see Italy, France, Russia, Iceland. I really want to go on a safari as well, see some lions and tigers and tick that one off the bucket list. Travelling is so important for me because even if I have time to myself and a bit of a holiday in Melbourne, I still feel like I'm accountable to Melbourne rules and Australian rules that I need to keep training. I need to constantly think how I can get better. What are my mates doing? I need to check that they're okay. And so when I'm removed from this Australian bubble of my professional environment, I can let go a lot easier and I can take in some wonderful things. And the world's such a cool place. I think it's also important to explore your own town, because when we went over to the States, all our friends over there were saying, oh, you've got so many cool places, and half of them I hadn't even been to. So I think it's really important as well to have a holiday within your own sphere, I guess. The most happy I've been over the past few years is knowing what I want, how to get it, and where I'm going. And it doesn't necessarily have to be self-critical. Sometimes what you want can be exactly what you have. You don't always need to be searching for the next big thing or searching to improve or doing these big grandiose things. You can be happy just within yourself to do cool things and be happy with your own personality. So that's worked for me. It might not work for someone else, but you've got to work out what works for you.